Well, folks, it looks like I've escaped my incarceration after all. I'm still adamant I never did it, but at least the goblins accepted some of those gems that I'd found to release me. Yes, that's it. So, let's have a look. Oh, we've got 2 weeks to run through here. This may take a little longer than before. So, we started off with Bloody Nora being crushed in a close defeat against Keep Refrigerated by 2-1. I think I'm more impressed they actually managed to score with that 6% possession, and with just 81% possession, I would have expected the Undead to score more than 2. The Undead never even put enough effort in to get 50 blocks, but at least they made sure one of those filthy rats would not be returning next week. Or any other week, come to think about it. Next up we have the Swedish Vikings just missing out on the Underworld All-Stars in a 1-2 loss. Not sure how, very even possession, but with almost 4 times as many blocks, the Norse seem to have been more interested in hitting the living corpses than they were with the ball. No dead players for either team, except the moving ones for the All-Stars, but a nice pair of injuries per side. Then the Ladyboy Lacerators took to the pitch to narrowly manage a 2-1 victory over the Red Claw. All stats on this game are pretty even: possession, blocks, injuries. One would almost think it's a turn-based game or something. How ridiculous would that be? Next up we had the largest score difference in a game, where the Kingdom Drunkards lost 0-3 to Skian Ruar. With over 30% possession, you'd think the Bretonnians would have managed something, but those scaly brutes can be rather hard to get past. At least they managed to walk away without receiving any injuries. And then we were greeted to Fangorn Fails' 2-1 victory over the Copperheads. I think this one is even more miraculous than the Nora's ability to score. Not only did they have the same amount of possession, but they scored twice. I think this proves those pointy ears do in fact count for something, and the tree stood behind me is not persuading me at all. No siree, it's not. Honest. Now again, only 1 injury apiece. There's been a pretty lack of blood in the bowl this week so far, so let's see if our final match of the week has anything to offer. And here it is, Badwin Sprouts stumbling to a 1-0 loss to Sideark Slackers. And with those possession charts, this is the first game to actually make sense. But this is the only place it made sense. Humans and Chaos Dwarves on the same pitch and not a single injury. I should be outraged. Outraged. And I almost think my eyes are deceiving me with this result. It's a massive score. Underworld All-Stars losing 2-4 to Fangorn Fail. I think we should ban the elves from applying lube before the game unless they have pom-poms. And it never stopped there. 3 injuries and a death inflicted by the Glorious Dead. And even the Woodies wanted a piece of the action, inflicting a couple themselves. And the final match of the day, yes, the day, not the week, Skian Ruar strode to a 2-0 victory over Bloody Nora. At times we were under the impression that the rats' armour was made of paper, as well as the 2 that were injured on blocks. Even more were pushed out of the arena or tripped over their own feet. I'm not sure why they kept returning to the pitch, but we sure loved it. At the end of the match, only 2 rats remained, but only because they were too thick to run away and hide. At least they made sure to take out a skink for the trouble they caused. Next up we had the Red Claw losing 1-0 to Swedish Vikings. They definitely never made the same mistake as last week. They got hold of the ball, kept it and protected it. It's just a shame that everyone was enjoying tea and crumpets rather than bashing each other. Finally, we had Keep Refrigerated obliterate Sideark Slackers in a 4-0 victory.
Thank you, Waffle!
Not only did they keep the humans off the ball almost entirely, they made sure to injure and attempt to recruit more members by killing some. We will need to wait until next week to find out how the recently turned have progressed. But now we finish with the games, we only have 3 weeks of games left. So folks, With 3 weeks remaining, we have plenty to play for, whether that's on the league table or for the league statistics.
There he is, over there.
Yeah, he took my gems.
All right then, that's it from me this week. Don't forget to tune in next week where we'll have even more Blood Bowl action. And until then, I'll see you later.